11.3 kilometers of mouth-watering tarmac 4 lanes wide, completely sealed off with 23 kilometers of fencing, 2-kilometer long straights, 2.6 kilometer long parabolic curves, zero gradient, an absolute marvel of civil engineering. This is the new Mecca for high-speed driving. With a track like this, there's only one thing to do: test a hardcore supercar to the max.
AC off. Select race mode. Gentlemen, is the first 0 to 300 time on Indian soil.
0 to 300 Ks is knocked off in just 33 seconds, which is very quick. In fact, this AMG GT R is so quick that it needs no more than one of the straights to hit 300. It's a surreal feeling driving on a track where 100 kph feels like you're crawling, 200 like you're strolling, and 300 feels like, well, you're just cruising. And what's even more unbelievable is that it's right here in India, just outside Indore. So what is this place?
So this is NATRAX, or National Automotive Test Tracks. It is an absolutely mind-boggling facility. It is got state-of-the-art test tracks over here. It's taken a long time coming. It's taken about 16 years, but I can tell you it's been worth the wait. The jewel really is this 11.3 kilometer high-speed track. And by high speed, I really mean high speed, because 300 kilometers feels like a walk in the park. 300 kilometers is absolutely legal here. 300 kilometers is very safe here, especially if you go around the banking, which is so smooth. The transition from banking to straight, absolutely unbelievable. And to tell us more about this track, let's talk to the man who's been involved with this facility since its inception, and he's now the man in charge. Taking me on a tour is Dr. N. Karupaya, the director and the head of NATRAX.
Talking to him, I understand that the real magic of this high-speed track are the perfectly symmetrical 2.6 km long parabolic curves, which have a big radius and a shallow banking that transitions seamlessly onto the long straights.
You talked about a 1,000-meter radius corner, which is really not very tight, very gradual. That's what allows you to hold speeds of up to 300 kilometers even on the banking, though it's designed for 250. But tell me a bit about the transition curve, because when you come off the banking, there's no bump, there's no kind of unsettling of the car. It's just as if you're driving on a straight.
Well, I think I must highlight that that's a unique feature of this particular high-speed track.
Yes.
You can see the banking is not that steep, so that allows you for a safe driving. It doesn't appear, you're otherwise, if the banking is steep, people may feel a little scared,
uncomfortable,
uncomfortable. Whereas here, you can see the banking is so less
gradual.
steep. And now let me talk about the transition curve. The transition curve is the one which has to connect the straight portion with the semicircular curve, and this curve has been specially designed to give a jet-free, smooth ride. As you drive, you don't feel any jerk, right? In the sense that it gives you a seamless, smooth, jet-free drive because it has been specially designed so.
What this means is that it's hilariously easy to hold over 300 kph on the banking, which seems to go on and on and on. In fact, the banking itself is longer than the straights. The high-speed circuit is so perfectly designed that it's possible to max out almost any car. Even this monstrous AMG GT R with its fire-breathing 585 horsepower twin-turbo V8. But what is more shocking is the ease with which you can hit VMAX. No nervous steering movements, no clenched fists, and no white knuckles. This high-speed track is your ticket to the 300 kph club, and many top speed records will no doubt be set here. There's a lot more to NATRAX than this high-speed bowl. In fact, there are 14 tracks in this 2,900 acre facility, which also has a slew of testing labs. This is a world-class proving ground for the auto industry to test and develop their cars. Let's go and discover what else there is.
So now we've taken a break from all that high-speed action. I've jumped into this regular mainstream but very comfortable GLE to check out some of the other tracks.
I'm on the comfort track, which has rough concrete, rough bitumen and other coarse surfaces to test just how well the car's suspension can isolate you from the road.
Expansion joints, you can feel them.
I'm off to the fatigue track, which is designed to test the durability of a car in just a couple of 100 meters, which would otherwise take thousands of kilometers. Now, this accelerated durability test track has got a variety of very nasty surfaces like a pothole track, Belgian pave, which resembles a road hit by a tsunami, cobblestones which hammer your suspension, and a herringbone surface which can shake the fillings out of your teeth. I think I've just aged this GLE by around a year. Sorry, Mercedes. Many manufacturers have gradient tracks in their own factories or their own proving grounds, but at NATRAX there are 6 of them with varying levels of steepness. And even the steepest wasn't a challenge for the GLE. NATRAX has built a short hill road that leads to a temple and calls it the sustainability track. It's here that the cooling performance of the engine and features like hill hold control and hill descent control are tested. Now, the handling track at NATRAX is also unique and the only one of its kind in India. It's 3.6 kilometers long and packs in a variety of corners that mimics more of a regular road than a racetrack. You get sharp curves, flowing bends, and even off-camber corners designed to test every facet of a car's handling. For a dynamic evaluation, it doesn't get better than this. The sheer scale of NATRAX can also be seen with this massive skid pad, which has a 300-meter diameter. And it's here we had some fun doing donuts. But on a serious note, this dynamic platform is a handy place to test ADAS features from hatchbacks to heavy trucks. It's hard to believe a place like NATRAX exists in India. This absolutely world-class proving ground set in a clean and sprawling expanse could be in Europe or America. It's a facility that will make future vehicles safer, better, and more durable. This is a monumental achievement we should all be proud of.